God's plan at Christmas time was predicted by the prophets like Isaiah and Micah centuries before Jesus was born in Bethlehem. And it shows really that God has been involved with humanity the whole way through history. But his involvement goes beyond just working with individuals, because God's plan seemed to involve working with nations and even empires. Several verses in the Bible proclaim that Jesus arrived at this world at exactly the right time. And it seems when we look at history, there was a convergence of different things that happened. It seems that the Romans were in control at that time. They were the dominant empire. And some historians talk about this thing called Pax Romana, which means the peace of Rome, which affected all in society at that time. The world was still a very dangerous place, but it was a lot safer now that the Romans were in charge. And it also made it easier to travel all around the empire, because the Romans built good transport networks, good roadworks and straight roads, making transport so much easier. Another thing that the Romans did as well was they had taken over their empire after the Greek Empire, founded by Alexander the Great. And he had conquered lots of the known world, but he had spread the Greek language and the Greek philosophy all over the planet at that time. And it meant that individual nations that all would have spoke their own language at a time were now all speaking the Greek language. It was a common tongue. So the gospel could be communicated throughout the world relatively easily, transported from place to place and spoken in the one language. This was relatively easy now, and the Jewish scriptures had prophesied that Jesus would come. So God had, and still has today, everything planned. It may not always be obvious to us. In fact, sometimes we may be very confused about what God is doing. But the story of Christmas shows that he is the Lord of history, and he has intervened in this world because he loves us, and he longs for us to know him, and he will continue to do so.